You know, a huge technological revolution in energy isn't some far-off dream on the horizon. It's happening right now. And while the whole world is zeroed in on these incredible performance breakthroughs, like 900-mile range EVs, there's a massive, hidden consequence brewing for one of the world's most critical precious metals.
And this quote, man, it just perfectly captures the huge disconnect we're about to dig into. You've got the financial markets playing these paper games, right? But then you have companies like Samsung playing a physics game. And as we're about to see, physics always wins. That physical reality is about to slam into the global supply chain like a tidal wave.
So to really get a grip on the scale of what's happening here, you got to think in terms of that classic S-curve of technology adoption. Most people assume solid-state batteries are way down at the bottom of the curve, years away. But the truth is, the revolution has already kicked off. We are at what I'd call year zero.
And what makes this a right-now story? Well, because major players like Samsung SDI are already past the theory stage. I mean, they've literally confirmed the specs and are building pilot production lines today. The very first silver-based solid-state batteries are moving out of the R&D lab and onto the factory floor. This is the starting gun for a completely new demand cycle for silver.
And look, this isn't just some promise on a slide deck. The science is out there, it's peer-reviewed, it's proven. This image right here gives you a microscopic peek at the complex interface inside the battery. This is where the real battle was fought and won, where companies finally cracked the code. The breakthrough has already happened.
Okay, so how is this all going to play out in the real world? Well, we can pretty much map it out in three distinct waves. First up, you've got the luxury breakthrough. That's followed by a massive collision with the mass market. And finally, we're looking at a generational lock-in of a critical material. Let's break down each one.
All right, Wave 1. This is going to hit between 2027 and 2030. Now, because the initial costs are going to be high, these game-changing batteries won't be in your average sedan. No way. They're going to debut in the high-end luxury automotive market where insane performance and range are the ultimate bragging rights.
And wow, what a performance promise this is. We're talking about a potential 900-mile range on a single charge, and get this, recharging that in just 9 minutes. On top of that, these batteries are fundamentally safer, they're non-flammable, and they work way better in extreme hot and cold. This is the quantum leap the EV market has been desperate for.
But here's the kicker, the one detail almost everyone is missing. The secret ingredient that makes all this possible? It's silver. And we're not talking about a tiny little pinch. Some of these high-performance battery packs can need up to 20 ounces of silver per vehicle. This is the crucial part. Silver is going from being a minor industrial spice to a core, structural piece of the entire energy transition.
Okay, let's get real for a second. While the revolution is definitely happening, the first cars to hit the streets will probably be what you'd call semi-solid state, meaning they still have a tiny bit of liquid in them. The true 100% solid-state dream at massive scale, that's more of an early 2030s thing. But here's the thing. For the silver market, it makes no difference. Even these early versions need that critical silver component. Okay, let's jump forward to the 2030s and Wave 2. This is where the tech goes from being a niche, luxury item to a full-blown mass market force. And it's right here that the math creates a massive, totally unavoidable collision between supply and demand. I'm talking about the great silver squeeze. To really wrap your head around the scale here, just think about this. The world pumps out roughly 90 million cars every single year. As this new battery tech gets cheaper and better, it's going to start flooding into this absolutely enormous market. And this is where the numbers just get absolutely insane. As adoption ramps up, some forecasts are showing that the auto industry alone could create 200 to 300 million ounces of new annual silver demand. Let me put that in perspective for you. That's potentially 25 to 35% of the entire world's mine supply, just for this one thing. You can just see the growth trajectory taking off here. Research from top-tier groups like the Faraday Institution shows demand for solid-state batteries just exploding from 2030 to 2040. What starts out small quickly becomes a dominant force, measured in thousands of gigawatt-hours.
And by 2040, there is zero question about who the main customer is going to be. Transportation is forecast to gobble up 84% of all solid-state batteries made. The auto industry is on track to become the single most important driver of silver demand on the entire planet.
And this, right here, is the end game of Wave 2. The demand from transportation plus other industries like solar could get so huge that it literally consumes the entire annual mine supply. At that point, silver stops being a commodity you can just go out and buy. It becomes a strategic, restricted material. It effectively becomes unobtainium.
And that brings us to the final, and maybe most overlooked, consequence. Wave 3. This is all about what happens after all that silver gets locked away inside millions of cars. It's about a concept called sequestration, and why the popular idea that recycling will just save the day is, for now, a total myth.
So what is material sequestration? It's actually a pretty simple idea. When you put a raw material into a product that lasts a really long time, like a car, you're basically taking it out of the world's available supply pool. Think about it. A smartphone might get recycled in 2 or 3 years. A car battery? That thing has a much, much longer life.
Let me just walk you through the timeline here. It's really simple. Say silver gets mined and put into a car battery in 2026. Well, that silver is now locked up for that car's entire 15-year life. That means it won't even be available for recycling until 2041. So recycling can't possibly solve the supply squeeze of the 2030s because the material is literally gone for a generation.
What this creates is just a brutal pincer movement on the silver supply. From one side, you have demand from EVs and solar panels just exploding. And from the other side, the supply is totally rigid. Existing mines are getting old, their ore grades are collapsing, and it takes over a decade just to permit and build a new mine. There's no magic button to fix it.
The bottom line is this: you simply cannot print a silver mine. The lead times are dictated by geology and engineering, not by how badly the market wants it. For the foreseeable future, the world's grand ambitions for an energy transition are basically hostage to this geological wall.
Okay, so let's tie all of this together. What do we have? We have a proven technology that's on the very edge of mass adoption. We have a ferocious new demand for it. And we have a supply chain that is fundamentally completely unprepared for what's coming. The math is already locked in.
And if there's one thing you take away from this, it's this. The fundamental change, the silver bomb, if you will, has already been detonated. It happened inside the R&D labs at companies like Samsung. The shockwave from that explosion is moving through the supply chain right now, but it simply hasn't hit the price chart yet.
You know, this story is bigger than just one battery or one metal. It leaves us with a really critical question for this century. As our technology races forward at an exponential pace, are our physical supply chains, which are slow and linear, truly prepared for the inevitable collision with physical reality?
We are at the starting line of one of the biggest industrial shifts in modern history. This revolution is just getting started. And to stay ahead of the curve, make sure you subscribe to SimplifyBites for more deep dives into the tech that's shaping our world.